Next conversation. The internal wrangling within the Labour Party has taken another dimension as a battle for the control of the party took a fresh twist. The Julius Abure leadership invited a team of policemen and private operatives to mount surveillance at the entrance of the party's headquarters in Abuja following a report of a planned invasion. The party's National Secretary, Umar Ibrahim, raised the alarm that the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC and the Neinadi Usman-led National Caretaker Committee of the party were mobilizing their members, and some hired thugs to invade the Secretariat. The spokesman of the Usman-led Caretaker Committee, Tony Akeni, however, dismissed the allegation, describing the action of the Abure-led group as a case of the guilty taken to his heels even when no one was chasing after him. The Supreme Court judgment would set aside the decision of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, which earlier recognized Abure's leadership has failed to lay to rest the struggle for the control of the party. Okay, GKB, I mean, what is going on in the Labour Party? And also, why is it that the NLC they want to attack the National Secretariat of the
NLC technically...
Or should we say allegedly want to attack
the NLC technically is the mother of the Labour Party. Technically. They basically own it.
Okay.
So going there. But we all know the anomaly that occurred during the 2023 elections that led to a lot of people coming into the Labour Party, basically to hijack it. More or less like what they are trying to do to the SDP right now. So we get the logic. But I thought the Supreme Court had laid to rest any kind of thing that happened. But you and I know,
as the Supreme Court,
you and I know that Abure and his team have been in office and that has raised their profile. That it's not going to be easy to let go. So ultimately that will happen. But for now, we expect certain resistance. Again, like the Yorubas will say, even if you cut off the head of a cock for the next 3, 4, 5 seconds, to still be moving around, gesticulating until the team finally gets to it. So I think ultimately things will go back to the pre-Taubi entry into Labour Party as a volume that we are working about.
You talked about the Supreme Court has laid to rest the leadership dispute. There's been different interpretations too. That's why I ask again, do you think the Supreme Court has actually rested or put to bed the leadership dispute?
What the other party was asking the court to settle that who really is the leader of the party.
Yes.
Supreme Court has done that. There's no way to interpret it. It's clear as day. So, but we know Nigerians, we know who we are. That will take the Supreme Court. For example, look at what happened in Edo when the judgment was given for the governor. And people were going about reinterpreting an interpretation. We are who we are, to be honest. We always play this game. But you and I know that in a week or two, reason will prevail.
Reason will prevail.
Go back to
all right, BK, let's look at what the Abia State governor said, Alex Oti, appealing to the factions of the Labour Party not to kill the party.
Well,
what do you make of it?
I have spoken about this matter so many times. Before it got to this point, the moment they took Abure to court, accusing him of fraud, forgery, and all that, from within their party, forged nomination forms and all that, I knew his days were numbered. If Abure calls a convention of the party today, the key men in the party will stay away. Who are the key men? They have only one governor. You will not see the governor there. You will not see Peter Obi there. You will not see the obedient group there.
Basically, the Neinadi Usman group?
The Neinadi Usman is not even who I'm talking about.
No, okay.
I'm talking about
the major stakeholders.
The National Assembly members,
okay.
The party, the big people in the party. They just called Neinadi Usman to say, oh, yeah, come on. That she wasn't originally a member of their party. So the heavy hitters have abandoned Abure. And that position that the INEC took to say Abure's term had expired,
okay,
is very significant, because INEC is like the arbiter, and if INEC says your time has expired, it's significant. Don't forget, even the election-based whatever that he organized, INEC did not supervise it.
Yeah.
So which is a way of saying INEC believes that this person shouldn't still be parading himself as. So if he organizes a national convention or whatever, we will not go. We will not go. So now the mainstream labor has moved out of Abure's camp. They are now, that's the transitional group that Nenadi Usman
is leading.
Heads. And if they call a meeting now, you see the kind of people. And labor sees itself as a very integral, very strong part of this group of Labour Party. And Labour has been trying to hijack the party from Abure. That was why there was a picketing that they did the other day, you know, where people were beaten and all that. So I think they fear, Abure and Co harbor that fear that they may come back
again
to picket the place and forcibly, in the aftermath of this judgment, take control of the headquarters. So this is where they are in Labour Party. The obedience group, they are now with Abure, and they are very many. There are very many. So I don't know if I were Abure, as I'd advised him a long time ago, just, you've had your day in the sun. You were not originally the chairman of the party. The national chairman died. You stepped into that position. You led the party to an election where the party did very well. Leave when the ovation is loudest.
True.
I agree with that. Look, at this point, just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. I agree with Governor Oti that that is the because, look, without all those people behind you, how do you... Governor Oti, they did local government election on the platform of a different party in the state. So it's like a cadaver of Labour Party that is presiding over.
Skeleton.
All right.